Hi, I'm Darwish Noureldin from Equity Energies. Before we can set meaningful goals or take steps toward net zero, we need to understand exactly where we're starting from. That's where a process called baselining comes in. So here's everything you wanted to know about baselining, but were too afraid to ask. Number one, establish the scope. Baselining begins with defining what is being measured. According to the GHG protocol, organizations need to start by determining which emissions to include based on both the organizational and operational boundaries. For the former, this includes organizational activities, control, and influence, using either an equity share approach or a control approach. For the operational boundary, this is typically divided into three scopes. The first scope is Scope 1, direct emissions from your own operations, Scope 2, indirect emissions from purchased energy, and Scope 3, other indirect emissions such as supply chain impacts. This ensures clarity on what is being measured and why, while breaking down all of these different sources of emissions into more manageable buckets. Number two, start collecting and collating the data. Accurate baselining means gathering comprehensive data from lots of different sources. This includes utility bills, on-site energy meters, equipment performance logs, and fleet usage records. Real-time energy monitoring tools, like MyZero, can improve precision by identifying energy usage patterns and inefficiencies. Number three, select a time frame. Organizations need to decide on a representative time frame for their baseline, perhaps a financial year or calendar year. Choosing a period like this should capture regular operational cycles to provide an accurate snapshot of typical energy use and emissions to reflect things like seasonality. Number four, normalize any variables. External factors like weather, production levels, or periods of accelerated business growth can all affect energy use. Baselining includes adjusting data to account for these variables, ensuring the baseline reflects typical operations rather than anything that can be classed as an anomaly or extreme. Number five, documentation and verification. To create a robust baseline, it is important to document your methodology, data sources, and any assumptions made during the process. This will make future comparisons much easier and ensure your baseline is robust and ready to become the foundation for setting reduction targets and designing your pathway to net zero. Increasingly, as organizations are required to report on carbon reduction, verification by third parties may also play a part, so you have robust evidence to prove the positive impacts your efforts are making. Now, this might all seem like a complex process, but it is the foundation of any effective net zero strategy and will make your future work much easier. So we are here to help. If you need more information or direct support in baselining your organization's carbon emissions, come to talk to us.